What's the deal with Supreme Leader Snoke? Who actually is he? Because the sequel trilogy makes it a little bit confusing about who he actually is. Snoke is not a clone. Snoke is a strand cast used by Palpatine. Strand casting is not straight cloning. It is the splicing of multiple different genes to try to create a being who is force sensitive. As we saw from The Rise of Skywalker, there was multiple attempts to create Snoke. Tons and tons of dead Snoke clones were there on Exegol. But the Sith Eternal, the people who were living on Exegol trying to create these Snoke clones, finally had a success, and that is the Snoke that we see in episode 7 and 8. Snoke is his own person. However, he is under the influence of Palpatine. He is not a direct one-to-one copy of whatever Palpatine is saying, but he is under his influence and will basically do his will. Snoke was a huge part of Palpatine's contingency to continue his rule by being the ruler of the First Order. And listen, I loved Snoke in the sequel trilogy when I was watching those movies. However, I wish they explained a little bit more about where he came from. Snoke's death is often pointed to as a weak point in the sequel trilogy. I disagree. I think that is classic Darksider behavior to become overconfident and then realize that you made a mistake and you pay for it. However, we are learning more with The Mandalorian, with The Bad Batch about Snoke's origin. What do you think about Supreme Leader Snoke?